This presentation talks about the value of VISTA to the Veterans Health Administration. It addresses whether the value added to VHA is caused or merely related to use and investment in IT. It's important to think about the value of an IT investment and be able to evaluate it. As with any investment, it's necessary to have accurate data to help make an informed decision. Many resources, such as time, effort, and money, are devoted to IT investments that often do not yield the expected results. Some investments in IT fail because their value is not properly predicted up front. The use of technology is integral to business today, and the role of technology in electronic health records is likely to rise rapidly in the United States. Therefore, administrators and other decision makers need to have an objective means to evaluate and predict the value of their investment. Going back to VISTA, it stands for Veterans Health Information Systems and Technology Architecture. It's an award-winning information system used by the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs Medical Systems, the VHA. This health information technology system is a valuable tool administrators use to deliver quality care, and it gives VA patients an integrated inpatient and outpatient electronic health record. They're really one of the only places in the country where that exists. As of the end of 2006, VISTA had almost 8 million enrollees. It is one of the most widely used electronic health records in the world. In this presentation, we will assess the data you see on the screen to evaluate the business value of IT. The data comes from the VHA's website and include fiscal year, budget, number of records, and cost data. This shows the relationship between revenue and IT investment, looking at the budget and the VHA cost per patient index. For the relationship between revenue and use, the sample correlation coefficient is 0.57 and R-squared is 0.32. For the relationship between use and investment, the sample correlation coefficient is 0.76 and R-squared is 0.58. As the coefficients indicate, there is a correlation among the data sets, but now we must ask, do these data indicate causation? Two possible causal relationships exist. First, perhaps an increase in investment led to an increase in use, which led to an increase in revenue, or perhaps an increase in revenue led to an increase in investment, which led to an increase in use. To answer this question, we can perform a causation analysis. Taking the correlation between investment and revenue and subtracting the product of the correlation between investment and use and revenue will yield 0 if this is the correct sequence of events. Likewise, the second equation would yield 0 if it describes the correct sequence of events. As you can see, the first equation yields 0.46, which is not close to 0. So it is unlikely that increase in investment led to an increase in use, which led to an increase in revenue. The second equation, however, yields a negative 0.12. 0.12 is close to 0. This indicates the likelihood that an increase in revenue allowed for an increase in investment, which is followed by an increase in use. The data set in this analysis are not perfect. Only 3 data sets are considered, and there are undoubtedly additional data that could be included. Additionally, there are only 7 points per data set. But this analysis offers a more objective analysis that accounts for all costs and does not subjectively pick and choose which costs and benefits to include in an analysis. For that reason, it offers something a little more objective, more thorough than traditional types of financial analysis. Thank you for listening to this discussion.